Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great. So I think I'm officially stressed out right now, and what I always do when I get stressed out is I just vent. I can't keep stuff on the inside, okay? And so I'm going to start with something that happened way back in year 2000. Back in year 2000 at a place called Okeogun in Oyo State, there was a problem between the indigenous communities there and the Fulani herdsmen. And so this time around, it kind of boiled over. And so they fought, and some Fulani herdsmen were killed. And guess what happened? Muhammad Buhari, the same one you know, was so angry, he wrote the governor of Oyo State at the time, Lama Deshina, and told him that he was on his way to his office. And so Buhari went in the company of Buba Marwa and so many other Arawa executives to protest the killing of Fulani men in Oyo State. When Buhari got there, in fact, before he arrived at the government house, it was reported that even the secretariat was already filled with trucks loads of Fulani herdsmen who were there in solidarity. Buhari was so angry when he got to the government house that Buhari could not take even greetings from people. That was how mad he was. He blamed the governor, he blamed the chiefs, he blamed everybody and talked down on the people. This news was trending at the time, right? And Lama Deshino responded by bringing the head of the police in the state, the head of SSS, to come and respond to Buhari. And then it turned out that it was the Fulani herdsmen who were actually oppressing and killing the indigenous communities at Okeogun. And then it turned out when the SSS man spoke that it was not 68 Fulani herdsmen who were killed, as Buhari had already alleged, that they were not more than 5 or 6, but that many members of the community had been killed. He even said that sometimes when they get a call that Fulanis have killed somebody before they got to the location, almost all the time the Fulani men would have left. That it was so difficult to even track them down, that they were continuously killing people there. And the moment a few of them got killed, Buhari left the north and went all the way to Oyo State to show solidarity, to show you that the Fulanis are the new blue bloods in Nigeria, to show you that you can't mess with the Fulani. You can't mess with the people who have the same cultural, religious, and ancestral identity with me. You can't mess with them. That is solidarity. And you wonder why they worship the man. Today, the daughter of a whole Afenifere leader, Reuben Fasoranti, the daughter has just been killed by Fulani herdsmen. What reactions do you get from people who share cultural, religious identity with him? The number one of them is Femi Adesina. What reaction do you get from them? Femi Adesina, supposedly a Christian, had just responded on behalf of the presidency to say that they were armed robbers, according to the police. Nobody wants to use the word or the term Fulani herdsmen again. The same way they stopped using Fulani herdsmen and began to call them bandits. The same way. Now they are moving from banditry to robbery. No more herdsmen. It's now bandits or armed robbers. Fulani herdsmen killed the daughter. Clearly reported. And Femi Adesina says, Adesina is a Yoruba man. Fasoranti is a Yoruba, is a leader of a socio-cultural group of the Yoruba. He is, and Adesina said, this is how they use Christians every time to destroy Christianity and destroy all those indigenous communities that identify with this religion. This thing is tormenting the consciousness of Christianity in the mind of so many people. That's how Oshimbanjo went to America the other time and said that the whole kidnapping thing in Nigeria is exaggerated. And you ask me why. When you want to speak, people will say, hey, don't talk, don't talk. In 2010, precisely in October of 2010, Pastor E.A. Adeboye, nobody responded on his behalf. No church secretary, nobody. He himself personally was gathering signatures to lead a 1 million man march against insecurity, and he focused more on kidnapping under President Jonathan. He said the kidnapping and the insecurity was getting out of hand, so he was leading a 1 million man march. The same Pastor Adeboye that you know, the same one today that is good friends with Buhari. Do you expect Pastor Adeboye to respond to what had just happened to Fasoranti's daughter? Never. He will not do that. And do you think that it is time for Pastor Adeboye to gather some more signatures so we can have a 10 to 15 million man march against the insecurity? Can you, in your right senses, compare the security situation in Nigeria in 2010 with the one that is here today in 2019? Can you do that? Can you do that? Why is it that we are busy raising cowards and dummies and zombies in the Christian world rather than raising warriors? Nobody wants to ask any right questions anymore. You want to talk, they say, oh no, but Adeboye, don't talk to, no, don't say it. No, what do you mean? He's not a human being. We can't talk to them when they are making mistakes. We can tell them they're going wrong. The man refused to speak about the killing in Nigeria. He refused to speak about the things going on in Nigeria. And you say you should not talk about him. Let me tell you something. In Africa, we don't have the culture of insulting our elders. What we do in Africa is we look our elders straight in the face and we tell them the hard truth. And we ask them tough questions. We may not insult, but we must talk. And when you are not able to talk, you are a zombie, you are a foolish person, you are completely mind controlled, and you are a slave. The moment you notice you are no longer able to speak out, the moment you notice that something is holding you from speaking out, this is why people commit suicide. Speak out, ask questions. Tomorrow in Nigeria is Sunday, people are going to go to church and fall down and call Baba G.O., what is happening? Why can't we lead a protest now and go and protest the killings? Because this thing started from the northeast. It went down to Middle Belt. I made a video like this when they were killing in Benue. Now they feel they have conquered Benue, and the Benue people are just holding up by the grace of God. Today, the southwest of Nigeria is the new Benue. I am an Igbo man. If I don't speak out, soon it's coming to my own place. Let the religious leaders stand up. Let Adeboye speak out. If he doesn't speak out, then he is a member of the cabal. I said it. Yes, I said it. If Adeboye does not speak out and gather more signatures against this wickedness, he is one of the cabals. I said that. Take it to the bank. This is so annoying, so irritating. So irritating. Nigerians, wake up. Break loose from this satanic bondage. Let us challenge these men. They have taken the grace of God for granted. They are taking the grace of God for granted. They are taking you, the followers, for granted. That is why they do this kind of thing. Look at what Buhari did. Went all the way from the north, gathered Arewa executives to go and protest the killing of less than 10 Fulani men. How many Christians have been killed today? Who is speaking for you? And yet we pay tithe and offering and everything into the churches, and they cannot speak for us. And you think it is normal. You think it is okay. You must be sick in your mind. Get deliverance.